here at Balance Studios, Center City, Philadelphia. Maybe you can't hear so well. We have some buses going by, kids class behind you, maybe some music behind us. But what I want you to do, have any questions, it has to be Nogi. So if anybody wants to see anything, we just did some guard passes. We can talk about things that are popular in the Nogi game, leg locks, escapes, mount, slide into any front headlock chokes, escapes, things like that. So if anybody's out there and they want to ask a question, you see the comments? Yeah.
There are 11 people live right now.
Okay.
Any questions?
What's that? You guys want to see anything? Want to see that pass again? Sure. Here, want to see it so we have the recording? It's just something I do, pass I played around with. I keep inside. If the guy lifts his head up, I can go for hand opener. Some tournaments you can do it, some you can't. Generally when I'm training, I'm not trying to kill anybody's neck, but I want to keep them just aware that that can happen. So what I do, like I'll go for your head back, so I can't go up there and get it. Since I only do it on one side, I'm going to show everyone this way. So I take my hand there, no thumb, elbow in. My other hand goes like this. No, keep locked. My hand goes behind that little gap. Sometimes I'll hold my foot around my back and break. Take a grip here so he can't recover his guard. And I can pass just normally here. So I like that way of splitting. Especially when things get sweaty and nasty and you have to do what you have to do. So I sit up for a second. If he tries to sit up on me, boom, catch. Everyone that rolls with me knows I do this. So they won't sit up as much, or they won't maneuver as much. And then if I sit up and I find they're not going, my hand goes in, so it's already done. Punch my back, breaks the guard. And then I go here on that grip right there, it's pretty good. Pass. Or as I start going here, I can also sit back any sort of leg lock, So it's a good entry. Any questions so far?
Do you have any escapes for the 411 position?
I'll just do it there later. So basically, when you're here, you're in a bad spot, right? So can you do this? Leg over, leg over, right? Trying to relax. You can do a double scoop with your toes. Some people feel better with this. You can do double under, double hook. Yeah, under this leg. I get away with things because of my flexibility here, that my legs actually flip through a lot. See my other foot? If I sit like this, I just tap. But I'm always sitting with my foot pointed. So I get underneath tight. He has me in a bad spot. So I naturally have to turn away. See my heel here? I'm pointing my foot and I'm taking my heel in. If I have my foot out there, there's so much he can catch. So I turn. It allows me to take my foot. Like I said, I have a bit of flexibility, so I like to cheat. I fire my foot underneath here, right? Once I can do that, if I can take my leg out, right, I start moving like this, right? So I can, his leg will come right off this way. Go back again, lock real tight. Get under both, yeah. So what I can't do, this is what you see happening a lot. Someone will go like this and start to get out, go hit me. No, you don't have to do much, man. Just that. It's off. So here I have to turn that knee, pointing with his knee, if I can. But hold like really tight. Yeah. So he's here, and here, squeeze your knees tight, squeeze out. Different story now. If he points his knees, my heel will lift, go for it, tap, off. So I have to fight with everything, to go here. So now I can slip my knee out, start getting up here, slide and walk out. So it's a tricky situation, especially. Can I borrow you for a second? Switch up for just 1 second, we'll come right back. You play this? A little bit, step over. And then, no, you can triangle your leg. Yeah. Squeeze your knee this way. Yeah. Different, like a little bit longer leg. This is, a problem here. So I move, I make my space. See how I get my knee out already? So I'm not reaching up here to stop his hand. Start going for it. Like really, put your heel Yeah. So look, I'm using my hand here to keep that space right there. Now look, I can get out. But my legs also do that. You sit that way. Most of you guys can't, you know, my legs do different things sometimes, so I don't worry about it as much. I know if I go here and start turning, my knee's not going to come out. I know I can flip my foot to get out. So, when it comes to physicality sometimes, step it over. Yes. So here and here, same thing. Yeah. If I don't turn, I have a problem. And I like to, like I said, I push and I get my foot inside this way. And then once that's gone, my knee's out. So does that help? You maybe want to respond back, get some ideas?
The people were just posting questions. Next question was, what is the best grip when doing the baseball choke?
Nogi?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, you could do, there's a grip like this, like a 3-finger grip this way. I'll just do it from the top. You have to have your legs right, the knee and the belly situation. So when I'm underneath this one here, and I start catching it, this is what you're talking about. The gable's good, no thumbs involved. So, just as if my thumbs are glued to my hand this way. First one here, second one here. The elbows have to be in the best place. So if this is what they're talking about, okay? There's another one with your fingers like this from bottom. It's basically like a peace sign finger, like that. You catch as well. But this one here, I pick the head up, elbow in. This is a nasty one. Go right to sleep with that one. There's a method too. Here, right here. So here and here, my finger's like a peace sign. So if I am, lift this one off for a second, yeah. So I catch here and here, right? Elbow together, and then I can catch. That choke is still tight. You feel this one? You go to sleep, but I can roll on it. And so my brother does this one a lot. Some people hold like that too. I have a lot more success with the 2 fingers. I feel like it's super strong. So the other one, the knee and the belly one, or knee on the side, I like that. To finish somebody quickly like this.
Another question was, let's see that fancy arm triangle choke.
The floating one?
I think so.
Yeah. Actually, let me show you the reason why people would choose the head and arm over this position. This pin sucks. So I go under the head. Watch my hands here, guys. I lift this one, go under, not this way around, not a gable grip. I use my head, I grab my wrist or my forearm, or better, this way and this way. And I purposely lean over the guy's face to just make him push his, like you have to push your hand in my face to like take this off here. He has to do something like that, otherwise you suffer down there. So if I'm like this, I lean my body, when I feel him push me at all, hip, don't use your hand, use my bicep, pack. Head down right away. Now this is the fancy part here, you okay? Okay. I use my knees to move his knees that way. And then I kind of kick my legs straight. He can't stop it here. It's already in there. I finish with a gable or S grips. If the guy has a thinner neck, smaller neck like the big guys, I can finish faster than the smaller guys. If I'm on the side still, and it's a smaller guy, and I can't just make this happen. Notice my where my knee is, this leg here, is in the hip, so he can't follow me. And I keep doing this sort of thing here. That's it. Smaller guy, I'll get up on my knees. I get up on my knees, I purposely roll him sideways here. Go like this, and that's that. To make it's nasty, right? To make that one work, stay right there. His shoulders have to be stacked to make that one work. Even if he's like this, it doesn't work that well. The second they stack, creates that weight into the neck. I'll do it again. So I try to pass. He frames my face here. Hold my wrist. Start smashing forward here on his face with my chest. Then I hit. From here, since his legs are down, all I have to do is here, I mount and dismount. Can't get him here, I can't squeeze him. I get on my knees, use my head and shoulder to roll him sideways. That sucks. And then you on his head. This is also correct, but with this particular way, it has to be on his head. So I got a bunch of them, but that's the one I've been showing. So It's also the one I've been doing incessantly. So everyone's asking me, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'll show you. Okay, you'll have a video of it.
One of the questions was, what is the best way to get better at a specific submission? A lot of places only do one submission for a whole month, and that's...
I mean, that's a great way. Personally, what I do, I've been obsessed with jiu-jitsu for like 30-something years. What I do, I take one area where I feel like I need improvement, and I obsess. I do it over and over and over again. So that rehearsal is good. It's not entertaining, but it works. So, you know, we want to see all these moves sometimes and get better like that, but I think the rehearsal over and over is good. So I think that method is good. Like I said, jiu-jitsu is a form of entertainment. Sometimes we just want to see other things. And sometimes when we see other things, it stimulates some sort of creativity too. Maybe in that area or another area, you find where they connect. So, yeah, you have to repeat it and look out for it everywhere you're watching matches.
Entries into saddle or ashigarami?
Honestly, pretty normal. Pretty normal. I do this weird one sometimes where people always run away and I try to throw them down this way. Okay? I go after it. Whenever I do this, someone will step out on one side or the other. I go like this, they step out, like you have to really step. I still got it. Yeah, here. I'm gonna go after this leg. But the way I do it is funny. I use my hand like this. See my other hand? Generally you see things over here. I put my hand inside here and I'll show you why in a sec. See the other hook is there? So I'll try to knock them down. I go like this, right? And I lean, no, don't just fall. That'd be perfect, right? So I step back, put my hand inside, and I lift him this way, right? And so I catch the ashi position, right? And the reason why I have my hand inside here, because I throw. Sometimes I'll come up, let go of it, you know, and just go after the sweep. So I use it as a sweep too. I have too many good black belts that throw onto the first part, so I'm trying to go 1, 2, and 3. So that's a 1, 2. You know, they'll step out of one thing, I have to go for another. So I do that little hand thing. Not many people show that. So I use the ashi position for a sweep too. And then sometimes they don't want to fall, and it'll be perfect foot lock. I like the belly down foot lock. So I'll play, step back, I do this, and I slide, put my head down. All right, I'll do it back. He's doing a split. So I'll end up in this position here, and everyone feels that I want to go step that back further, and I catch. Yeah, sorry. I still like this. I still do old school grip. I like it, and I turn belly down. Still a nasty foot lock. I mean, on my stomach when I have the full one on. So, what were they asking me too? What was the other one?
A couple of triangle defense options.
What was the leg lock one? What was the other question?
Entries into saddle or ashigarami.
Yeah. So, just do a quick one. So, you're down. I like this one here. So I go past the guard, he puts the leg up for a second. I use my knee underneath this way. Make things simple. Slap the hands down sometimes, you know. But I hold here, hold over my hand over his other foot if I can. And I use my flexibility as I lay back to start going off of this. Pass it, elbow by the toes, checkmate. And by the way, don't tumble with your heel hook, especially the inside one. This one is very much like an arm bar. My bridge, it's gone. You know? So I like that one. Sometimes I'll turn this way. And like I said, guys, I want to remind you, I sometimes overuse my flexibility. So if you guys have open hips, some of these things are good for you. Some of these things you should not try. Maybe go with something easier. But I'll pass, and if I feel like his leg is up at all, I put my knee in there, my elbow in there, right? So I can sometimes go here and here, and I use my leg inside. Go for it. So I like that one. I do that a lot. What was the next question?
A few triangle defense options.
Triangle defense. Nogi's different. Yeah. There's one where the guy has it. I got caught up. No. my arm's all the way across already. So I have to post on the floor, look up, and put my hip into his face. Here, look, I'm looking up. I'm gonna stand up, but not so high. Here, and my hip is going right into the guy's face. Cross to the other side, cross face. Right, and I can start my game here too. This is a big game when the knees are like this. So, it kind of sucks, right? Get someone good just collapsing on you. You get caught up. He's already choking me, you know, like I have to. I'm on his bicep now, which is fine. Head up, stand up. My hip here, look. I drop, ooh, here. So I can walk around. Okay, cross face, whatever. The other one I like, I get caught up a little bit. We're going, get connected. I pass my hand under. Hold. So basically, just cross feet. We end up like this. My hand passes there. Like I said, I can do this. I can do two hands, right? Sometimes I do two like this. Pressure, just push. Really, I'm not pushing. I'm putting my body weight behind it. So it's just fucking too hard to hold. So before they connect the whole thing, my hand passes in that little gap right here. Get away with that a lot. Especially too, again, when we're slippery. We'll do one more.
Favorite way to escape a kimura?
Kimura? From where, really? They say from where? They want to, in the next 3 seconds, tell me from where, top, bottom, side, whatever. So the answer is don't get into it. No. We'll just say, give you just some concepts. Half guard. And he starts catching me. I have to hold his hip, lean my ribs over his arm so I can move my arm here. And I pick it up. It's a good one. So I go in, he catches me. I'm already caught. I can't connect my hands. And if I go inside, he can actually get me. But my hands are good. My hand is on his hip here. I'm gonna lean him like on his head momentarily. This will allow me to bring my hand inside, which I just kind of guillotine grip. Sometimes I get the tap. Other times here, I actually sit down with it. So I get caught, and I lean him on his body here. I'll sit this way. Step over. Yeah. Sucks. So it matters how comfortable you are with that. Sometimes I'll shake hands, right? I'll go like this, we spar a little bit, and I'll just go like that with my hand on purpose. Because I want to go. You gotta be careful, you get caught up in like So improving your defensive game too gives you more courage for offense too. And I know that's a nice reversal, so you gotta watch your arm in that. So, all right guys, it's a lot of stuff. You can rewind. We'll do this again later. I'm gonna let these guys rehearse this one. So, thanks for watching.